Pratibhan is saying, hi Dean, along with VSA, can we use pivot CPR for additional confirmation? What is your view about it? Nothing against CPR or pivot, first of all. Genuinely, I mean, I have nothing against that. But the question is, what additional information CPR will give you that probably VSA cannot give you, or VSA with volume profile cannot give you? That's the question. The references or levels that CPR gives you or pivots give you, what is the logic behind that? It's a mathematical calculation, all right? It is a some sort of averaging and then multiples of those numbers, something like that, as far as I know. So what's the logic there? Yeah, it works. The worst thing that I believe in the market is something that works is projected in the future to continue to work. Let's say resistance 1 is taken out. What information does it give you? And I'm not trying to say negative things about pivot. I'm just trying to understand. So market goes higher and it does something like this, and now it is falling, and you have this HVN. Maybe, I'm not really sure, but let's say this is your main pivot, support 1, resistance 1, 2, 3. Now it exactly came to R3 and it reversed, something like that is the argument. Then it goes down. My question is, we have two HVNs here in volume profile VSA. And if you ask me, Dean, what do you think about this market? I say, okay, buyers came in, some supply came in, they overcome that supply, went higher, single prints in between, supply comes back again, they see again a struggle, they try to overcome that, but this just turns out to be a test and market falls below this HVN now. And most probably these single prints may not be able to stop the market because we are already seeing some acceptance inside that. So we are likely to test this HVN. Why? Because if this was the last area of struggle and it does not support the market is likely to go lower or continue to keep going lower until it finds buyers. Where is it likely to find? Another HVN. Classic example, today's bank nifty market, you can clearly see, let us see it here. See, market goes higher, struggles, comes down again, goes back up. This HVN is important, like we saw, and then some internal structural analysis we did. So this HVN was very, very important. It falls, this HVN is important, it falls below that. This is the HVN where market is likely to go. We discussed that in the morning before even this fall started. Like, it was not even sure whether we are going to fall or not. And we discussed this at that point in time. Why? Because there is a very crystal clear logic to everything that I am saying. Now, if I just put on pivots here, what can happen? I'll tell you. It might coincide with this high. It might coincide with this low. And then what will happen is you might start giving importance to this high, this low, and this high. And they may not be as significant as you think in the overall scheme of things. So what happens is you start giving importance to things which may not be important just because there is a confluence. So my point is, what additional or new information does the pivot give you? If it is giving you something new, not a different level, okay, I'm not talking about different level, I'm talking about the logic behind things. So if I add something, what additional information, what new information is it giving me? Makes sense? And new has to be completely new. It should not be like that. Okay, pivot tells me that this zone is a resistance. VSA or volume profile tells me this zone is a resistance, and XYZ percent tells me this zone is a resistance, so it is a strong resistance. No, you are creating a bias in your mind. That resistance will be broken and market will move very, very sharply, and then you will have nothing to fall back on because you have learned nothing from it. What you have learned? That all things were telling me this resistance was strong and it was broken very, very easily. You will conclude that either no one knows anything, or the methods that you used were wrong, and now you might be looking for new methods. Now, when you're using, say, the auction theory or Wyckoff or these principles, whatever happens on the chart, you can glean some information from it, useful information which can be used in actual trading. So when today's market, on Nifty, when I said that if we do not go to this level and continue to fall, the fall will be sharp. Similar happened on Fin Nifty. Same thing, Q shape, we did not go higher. did not even complete the snapback. See the kind of fall that we have on Fin Nifty. Very, very sharp fall. Makes sense? So this, why was I saying that? Because if this is the value area, what it tells me, buyers equal to sellers. Now the market gaps down and it forms a stem and tries to recover back up, goes even above a period high. So we have IB range extension to the upside. All this is telling me what? All this is telling me what is market still considers this as the value area and it is trying to go back there. But if it fails, what does that tell me? That this no longer is the area where market wants to conduct business. It tried to go back, it could not. Now it means that market is not interested in higher prices. So if it is not interested in higher prices, where is it likely to go? Lower. So you look at this HVN, easily taken out. Okay, this also taken out. Then what we look at this HVN. Previously we found support. That also is taken out. Now you look at this HVN, or look at this HVN, or you look at this low usage area where we might come and spend some time. Understanding? So everything has a logical foundation to it. If using CPR or any other method gives you some additional new information, not the same information twice, please understand, I don't want the same information twice. I want new information, because then I can learn something more about the markets. It increases my understanding. If I have the same information twice, it only increases my bias. I find no need to use CPR or pivots. It does not give me any additional information. In itself, I don't understand how we can do some mathematical calculation and how we can rely on the result unless some logical explanation is given. So I could not find it, so I don't use it. But if you can find it, then definitely by all means.